Okay, Osama Hamdan. Could you define resistance?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. If I want to define the resistance, it's the reaction of the people who are under occupation to get rid of the occupation, to liberate their people and their lands, and to build their own free country or state. And I think it was mentioned, according to the international law, it's a self-determination of any nation. So the resistance based on all of this, and everyone knows that mainly the resistance is part of the militant actions. That doesn't mean there is no political resistance, but it's supposed to be based on a kind of power, which the history tells us always, it's the militant resistance against the occupation.
And are there any methods that are ruled out by resistance? Are there any methods which wouldn't be seen as acceptable in the attempts to resist the occupying power?
Well, I think any tool is a tool. So you may use it, you may not use it. It depends on the political climate and how do you evaluate the results of this tool to be used or not. I always believe it's good to leave that for the people who are in the field. They know what may be effective against the enemies, what may not, what may affect against the soldiers, against the army, the occupiers, and always I've said, I believe that the people under the occupation are the weak side. So if you want to blame, you have to blame the occupier before blaming the people who are resisting the occupier who is trying to control their lives.
And is there any civilian obligation of morality to civilian citizens of the occupying side?
Well, I believe sometimes the occupation tries to say that the resistance is targeting the civilians. In fact, they are not supposed to be there because it's a part of the war. If they are there, you have to ask a big question, why there are some civilians here. I have to mention here for the Palestinian issue that the settlers in Gaza and West Bank, according to the international law, are not considered civilians. Anyway, in our actions as Hamas, we concentrated always on the militants because they are the ones who are targeting our people. Maybe sometimes there is civilian casualties, but the majority of the casualties are among the militants inside Israel. If you have any kind of calculations, you will find that more than 80% of the casualties are among the soldiers in the Israeli army.
And what final end are you aiming for?
Our final aim is to liberate our land and to build our independent sovereign state, to give our people their right for self-determination. If that happens, we will be happy with the result and we will accept what the Palestinian people decide to do, how to build their state, how to rule themselves.
And is there any opportunity for compromise with Israel?
Well, if you want to ask me about this, I have to tell you this. The Palestinians in the PLO, they were talking to the Israelis for more than 20 years. What was the outcome? Israel destroyed all the kinds of trust with the Palestinians. Why should the Palestinians trust Israel another time?
So when you say to liberate your land, you mean all of the land that was Palestinian in 1948?
Well, I have to quote from Obama's letter to Netanyahu, which was sent early this month, May 2010. He said he believes that the historical land of Palestine is the historical state of the Jews, which means he understood it's a historical land for the Palestinians. When you talk the historical land of Palestine, it means belongs for the people who are there, who are the Palestinians. Everyone knows that all Palestine belongs to the Palestinians. If you ask any Palestinian about the graves of his family, the cemetery of his family, grandfathers, he will take you to some place inside Palestine. But if you want to ask any Israeli about this question, he will not take you to Palestine. He will take you maybe to Poland, Russia, some place in East Europe. That means they came to this land soon. In fact, it belongs for the Palestinians. the Palestinians negotiated the Israelis, it didn't work. So I believe we are not supposed to solve their problem. It's their own problem, they have to solve it. This land belongs to the Palestinians. If they are ready to agree for any kind of compromise or peace agreement, the Israelis must understand that they are giving them something from their belongs. They are not taking charity from Israel when they are asking for their rights.
Wonderful. That's 5 minutes. Thank you so much.